At Glenisk, on the Monmouthshire and Brecon Canal, in the early years of the last century, while walking along the road by the canal from Crickhowell to Llangydir on a late December evening, the Reverend Elwyn Thomas, a Methodist minister on a preaching circuit, saw a solitary figure standing on the bank of the canal. On coming closer, he thought that it was an old beggar. However, the old chap looked more dead than alive, with leaden-coloured skin tightly stretched over his emaciated face, lips that were thin and bloodless, and a half-open mouth revealing the absence of teeth. His sunken eyes were staring horribly at the clergyman. The figure was also bizarrely dressed, hardly dressed at all, in fact, with two filthy strips of calico wound round and round the skinny body, and that was all. The Reverend Thomas quickened his pace, only to find, to his horror, that the unearthly creature was following him. Although not a superstitious man, with no belief in ghosts, when he saw the figure merge into a column of blackness with only the face visible, he lashed out with his umbrella in a panic and struck at the horrible apparition, only to see his umbrella pass straight through the figure. Reverend Thomas turned and fled, not stopping until he reached the safety of Llangydir village. Feeling bolder now, he stopped and spoke to the spirit, which halted in the middle of the road before turning and floating away to the churchyard, where it vanished. In a state of nervous collapse, the shocked minister told his friends, with whom he was staying in the village, what had happened. They explained to him that the ruined cottage he had passed near the canal had once been the home of a recluse whom no one would go near because he had the reputation of being a cunning man or wizard. He was buried in exactly the same spot in the churchyard where the preacher had seen the ghost disappear. This reads like a story by M.R. James, doesn't it? But it is well attested and from a source highly unlikely to tell lies.